The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, JN Small Business Loans, Future Services International, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, Manpower and Maintenance Services Limited, and Island Grill. Meet the Innovators, Yaneek Page and Gary Matalin. Yaneek Page launched her first business at age 17 and knows how to start a business on a shoestring budget. She's a certified trainer in entrepreneurship and workforce innovation and is also the founder of the award-winning company, Future Services International. Gary Matalin is the co-founder and director of New Stone Limited and the co-founder and CEO for Kingston Live Entertainment Group that is responsible for Fiction Lounge, Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records, and Famous Nightclub. This season, 10 new assignments will compete to completely transform their businesses. With the help of the Innovators, the business with the most positive changes will win $250,000. Yup, that's $250,000, courtesy of JN Small Business Loans. This week, they have the task of helping wedding planner/consultant Dionne Waugh to make more money. Let's meet Dionne.
My name is Dionne Waugh, and I'm the managing director of Bridal Dreams Jamaica, and it's produced by Dream World Events. Bridal Dreams Jamaica is a week of wedding events. It starts with a bridal showcase. The showcase is an expo. It features a range of bridal companies and services and products. So you'll have your cake decorators, photographers, videographers, wedding planners, and so on. And that's our premier event. The event is once per year, and it is our primary income earner, which is really not a good thing, because it takes a while for it to grow and to be established, and during that time you have to give and take. I'm here. I'm looking forward to meeting Yaneek and Gary. I've seen the work that they've done with other entrepreneurs. I've seen that they give focused advice, and so I'm excited to hear from them, and I'm expecting something good.
So Dionne, welcome. It's good to have you here. Now, I want you to explain to me a bit more about how this business works, because just listening to what you say it just sounds like an event and not a business.
What has happened is that I started because I wanted to see this event happen. And now that it has happened, I'm realizing that where's the business side of it? I could be doing more wedding planning, but oftentimes when I'm contacted by a bride, I'm always just so helpful that I will basically give her all the information she needs in a couple phone calls, just because I want to help.
All right, so you have the wedding consultation. So if I'm getting married, I call you, you can tell me who to call, where, when.
Definitely.
That's consistent revenue that comes in all year round.
That's potential consistent revenue. What I have been doing really is concentrating on the event. And so I planned this event, and persons have been asking me, okay, Dionne, so the event is once per year. What are you doing otherwise?
Usually when people do these events, it's because they have a business and they are going to use the event to give themselves exposure, right? And to give themselves credibility, etc. And, and so that's the purpose. Or that you're doing this strictly just to make a lot of money. So you're not doing either of the two. Give me an idea of how much you have grown since you've started until now.
So for the first year we did the event, we had approximately 25 exhibitors, and I could probably name every single one of them. And then in terms of patronage, we had about 500 persons who came through for the event. The second year we had the event, we had about 35 exhibitors. So we projected to have 40, but we had 35. And the second year was huge. We had over 1,500 persons. Over 1,000 persons, between 1,200 and 1,500 persons came to the event. And then what's good about our event is that because of the entertainment and the production side of it, then persons come and they stayed. So we even had an issue of no space, literally, at the event. For the third year, which we're going into now, we're projecting over 1,500 persons, and based on the strategy that we have in terms of getting our tickets into the hands of persons. So that has been like the growth so far.
I want my wife's business to grow. She has a passion for herself, and if I embrace her passion, then her business will flourish. And that's what I want for her.
Will the Innovators' advice open up Dionne's business to more customers? Let us know what you think on Twitter at the Innovators JA and on Facebook at www.facebook.com/theinnovatorstv. This segment was brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages. What will you discover today?
A common problem that most entrepreneurs face is that they try to do everything in the business, and understandably so, there's a lack of resources. However, in this case, you're actually a jack of all trades and a master of none. So it's important for you to find the right resources that you can outsource critical areas of your business, for example, marketing, to agencies, to individuals that are experts in that area. That allows you to focus now on the areas that you're more equipped to deal with within your business.
Do you want advice from Gary and Yaneek? Well, this is your chance. 4 lucky viewers will win a business lunch with Gary and Yaneek this season. Visit our Facebook page for details at facebook.com/theinnovatorstv. This segment is brought to you by JN Small Business Loans. Believing in you.
As a business person in Jamaica, I think it's important that we try to employ others. And so I know now she's employing persons, and I pray that it grows.
So Dionne, you said earlier that you would meet with a bride anywhere that bride is, and that you believed in the face-to-face because that personal connection is important.
We tested that.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Mrs. Waugh.
Yes.
I'm getting married next week, Saturday. Boy, I don't know if I catch you at the right time because right now I really, 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 really need the help.
I definitely will have to refer you to somebody. I'm already booked for the day.
No, Mrs. Waugh, you want, man, I can't. Mrs. Waugh, as I realize I'm a man, I didn't even allow my wife to call her because it's me alone doing the planning. And I really need your help. I can't do nobody else. You want. I don't want nobody else, to tell you the truth.
Let me see how best I can help. Okay, so what is it that you don't have?
Nothing
you don't
at
have any, no decor?
Nothing at all. I don't have nothing at all.
Well, today, you'll hear myself in the background because I'm home today.
Of any day that they could have, done that, it would have been a day when I'm at home. It is what it is.
So what's your last name, Omar?
Evans, Omar Evans. But can I call her back? I'm going to call her back in another hour or so.
Okay, no problem.
Okay then, Mrs. Waugh.
You're so sweet. You know what? I think you were excellent. Almost to a fault, because guess what happened? At no point did you make it clear about what services you offer, what the costs would be like, and so it wasn't clear to me that you were actually prepared to sell your service in that conversation. My problem is you need to sell. You're not gonna make money being nice. You know what I mean? Nice can't eat. Sweet is good, but sweet cannot eat. So being nice and sweet and not selling your service is just a no-no. Always be prepared to be aggressive, sell your service, don't be ashamed of it, because in the end, that's what businesses need to survive.
You should have some form of template that you have already established that does exactly what Yaneek said. Capture the critical information that you need from that customer, to ensure that that customer can't get away. Yes. You need that customer. You need each and every one of them.
Yeah. So, but you know what? I think I'm feeling very positive. You know, Gary and I are going to have a discussion because we really want to figure out a plan for you for how we're going to get you to the point where you are running a successful business and you are making more money. So give us a little while and we will invite you back in.
I like Dionne. I think she's in a great industry. I think she has a lot of potential, but I think she needs to start looking at it as a business and trying to decide how is she going to make money out of this thing.
Yeah. I think, you know what, right now she's offering just an event, and the truth is she hasn't even begun to scratch the surface in terms of finding a business, right? And actually operating a business. And she's just been so focused on this event, and it just seems like a dream that she has been pushing and pushing, but making money out of it and doing what a business does, which is to provide goods and services and do so at a profit. She's not there yet. So we have to bring her, you know, we have to get her there. It's amazing how sometimes people have been building up over these years this huge equity that they are not capitalizing on, they are not monetizing, and I just feel as if she has a potential to be huge.
I think the event's a great thing, and she's already established it, and it seems to be a solid brand that she has built where the event is concerned, but it's still an event.
Yeah.
It's not a series of events.
No.
It's not going to give her any kind of consistent cash flow.
No.
What it is, though, is as you mentioned earlier, it is a great vehicle for her to establish her other lines of business as well as create legitimacy within herself as a industry professional. Dionne needs a good plan. We're helping her prepare that plan. If she follows a plan, executes it, I think she can do well. She has a great attitude and she looks like she really wants it. So, Dionne, here what we've decided, right? We've decided that you're in a great industry. We love the direction you're going. We just need you to be a little bit more defined and have a little more strategy in what you're doing. I don't think right now the event is the business. You know, you have to understand where your revenue streams are, what is going to give you the consistent cash flow that you need to operate the business and run the business. If you can do that successfully, you can have the bigger and better event or events that are going to help to enhance your business, your line of business, which to me seems like that wedding consultation is just it's perfect.
So the first thing is a proper alignment of resources in a way that will allow you to run the operation so that you are generating consistent revenues. You want a model where every month you are earning an income, in particular when you have the peak wedding season.
Dionne is in a really high potential market. Wedding industry is enormous. I mean, even beyond the local market, you can talk about the visitors to the island are coming here to get married. That is enormous. They need local knowledge. They need people who understand the lay of the land here, and she has that.
We feel as if, you know, not only do you need to identify what services you're going to offer, you need to talk to the brides and understand what services are not being met. What needs do they have that are not currently being fulfilled? What needs do they have that you could execute even better? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be like every other wedding planner. You want to be exceptional at what you do. You have the passion, and that's great. We could feel it, and you have the energy for it, right? And so I think that you are really well poised and placed to be able to capitalize. Right now, we just need for you to go on these assignments that we think will really develop you and get you on the right path to success.
I am very excited to go on the assignments. I respect both Gary and Yaneek's recommendations. The things that they've said to me are things that I've kind of felt in my heart.
Will Dionne's assignments bring her closer to making more money? Let us know what you think on Twitter @TheInnovatorsJA and on Facebook at www.facebook.com/TheInnovatorsTV. This segment was brought to you by JN Small Business Loans. Believing in you. This segment is brought to you by Future Services International, putting money in your pockets and justice in your hearts. The Innovators assigned Dionne an advisor, Alicia Little. Alicia is the owner of MonetizeMarketing.com and is a leader in internet marketing.
So tell me, what is your website? Let's go to your website first and look at how you're getting brides into your database.
It's www.brideldreamshow.com.
great looking website. The one thing that I would recommend to you is that the minute a bride comes onto your homepage, you capture their name and email address immediately. And that will help you to grow your list and your database so that when your show comes up, you'll be able to send out an email and have a large database. So the website I'm recommending to you is called Loaded Leads Plugin. On your website, put a pop-up box and put a free report for brides, a report that they're going to really want to get, right? So something about how to plan your wedding on a budget or something that they'll really want. And then they'll be able to insert their name and email address, which will put them on your list, in your database. So whenever you want, you can email them. I'm going to make one suggestion for you to make a little bit more passive income. It's to create a guide for brides. So brides can come to your website and let's say they can't afford your company as a wedding planner, they can't afford you. What's their other alternative? You would make their other alternative to buy a guide on your website. So the bride can't afford it, very interested, needs help. She can just buy the guide on your website and be on her way. Yeah. If they can't afford you or they don't think that they can afford you, then give them that alternative. Give them something to buy on your website.
So I just completed my discussion with my advisor, Alicia Little, and I'm so excited. First of all, she gave me so much useful ideas, so much advice. Right now, my brain is just going full force because I'm really excited to just implement some of the strategies that she recommended. Yaneek and Gary made a number of recommendations for me. One of them was to ensure that I make some really enduring partnerships with vendors in my field. Now, I'm very excited about today because I have set up one of many meetings, so I'm excited. Hi, Mr. Samuel.
Hey, Dionne.
Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
We have a Bridal Expo that we host yearly, and this year the theme is Picture Perfect. It will be covered by a number of media houses. You'll be in the company of very professional photographers, and one of the unique things about this year is that there'll be a wedding art gallery.
So basically, my work will be on auction, so to speak, or on display.
Definitely.
I do have, from time to time, brides asking about consultations. So our collaboration could work in different ways.
That's very interesting because, as you know, I do wedding consultants as well. The meeting with Gary Samuels from Giggles was awesome. Just as Yaneek and Gary suggested to me to work more on the wedding consultancy side, he actually offered a bride, which is, I mean, it couldn't have gotten better than that. Well, while this experience has been very good, I'm very happy for the advice that I've gotten from Yaneek and Gary. It really has been somewhat of a taxing process as well because the event is still being planned. I have a magazine to produce, I have an excellent show to produce. There's a lot that we want to do with marketing and just getting the word out about ourselves as recommended as well. So it's been a lot of work to the point where I'm really seeing how much more I can do because I've never really been pushed to the limit like this. And I'm discovering more about myself in the process.
It's time for Dionne to update the innovators on her progress. Will she be a strong contender for JN's $250,000 prize? Let's find out.
Dionne, welcome back.
Hi, nice to be back.
What an interesting assignment. Look, we're dying to hear how it's been. Tell us what's been happening.
So much has happened since the last time we saw each other. I think when I was here in the boardroom, I got something that I really wanted, which came from Yaneek. And so many nights since she said that to me, I would just think about it and think about it. When I said to her, I think my business needs some time to grow, and she said to me, no, Dionne, you should be making money now. And that statement kind of put me in a zone of, yes, I love what I do. Yes, this is my passion, but Dionne, you have to be making money. It doesn't make any sense if you aren't making any money.
People make excuses. Something is not going 100% the way it should go. They find an excuse and they kind of use that excuse as a security blanket. Luckily, Yaneek was able to uncover that issue and Dionne was able to see what was right there in front of her all along. Why? Because she had that need to go out there and make it happen.
Now, it's so amazing that I've had all these resources at my fingertips and I was not using them. I know so many photographers, so many videographers, so many florists, and I've never compiled them into my unique package that says Bridal Dreams. And so I took some time to do that. I had many meetings since we last spoke, met with photographers that I like, that fit my style, met with my decorators, met with florists, and so I've decided to craft my own wedding planning package that is unique.
Fabulous. I'm so excited. Okay, that's exactly what we want you to do. What Dionne has realized is that there is tremendous wealth in your existing network. Sometimes we have no idea how well connected we are, how expansive our network is, and the value that others around us can bring. And so I love that she has realized that her network is a source of wealth for her, it's a source of earnings for her, it's a source of continuing to build her brand, and she's leveraging that. The key now is that not only do you take from your network, you give to your network. So you don't just say, okay, what can you do for me? You also look at what you can do for others around you, and by doing that, you are building yourself up to continue to receive. Now you have a great platform to grow on, right? So we want to know,
are you making more money?
Well, I'm definitely poised to be making more money.
Great stuff. Well, we're glad to hear that for sure, and we congratulate you and wish you all the luck in the world. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Being a part of the Innovators, speaking with Yaneek and Gary, having that fresh set of neutral eyes just kind of helped me to analyze my business. It really gave me a wake-up call to say, after 3 years, Dionne, you really should be making more money than you are. I would encourage wedding professionals to give us a call because we understand and we have a package for you. And for brides, I would say Bridal Dreams Jamaica, again, is poised to assist you as well. We have in our network wedding photographers, wedding videographers, florists, decorators. We are your ultimate resource. Our magazine is packed with tips, advice, resources, and if you need additional help planning your wedding, I'm here for you.
The boardroom table and chairs were provided by the Corporate Interiors International Limited. We sell solutions, not just furniture. Gary's wardrobe was provided by MAXBROWN Limited. For further information on any of our assignments, please visit us at facebook.com/innovatorstv or email us at innovatorstv@gmail.com. Next time on The Innovators, security company owner Nkechi Roden steps into the boardroom.
Nkeshi's in a tough business. The only way she's going to win is if she's prepared to fight.
Without the assistance from the Innovators, I will not be able to continue with my business.
Will the Innovators succeed in completely transforming Nkeshi's failing business? This is one episode you cannot miss. The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, JN Small Business Loans, Future Services International, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, Manpower and Maintenance Services Limited, and Island Grill.